Finally got a mount. Works a lot better that way. Of course, it's a magnetic mount, so hopefully it'll withstand the vibrations going down the road. Guess we'll see. All right, I am getting ready to get on the road to head downtown, and I am trying out my new cell phone mount. See how it does. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have got one that cradled the phone rather than a magnet, because this iPhone 7 is kind of heavy to be bouncing around. So it may slide off, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. See what it does. Got a bit of an update with my company that I'm at. The company seems to be getting a little better. Seems to be improving. Seems to be kind of coming out of the funk that it was in. Yeah, so I'm going to actually give it a shot here for a little bit. I'm going to see about staying here. Man, these cars are just spaced out just enough that I can't get my long freaking truck out there. This Honda is going like 35 miles an hour. Come on, bud. Alright, let's go. Let's go. This Explorer was waiting less time than I was before he pulled out from that stop sign. So, as I was saying, I'm going to stick it out here for a while to see what things progress. I mean, the kind of money I make here, if I can stay here, that'd be fantastic. Oh, my phone's already leaning. Wow, it just bounces like crazy, doesn't it? We'll just play it by ear. It's a good thing about being a truck driver. You've almost always got some sort. What the hell was that? It sounded like a rocket my side window. You guys hear that? Anyways, there's always some sort of a lifeboat that you can jump off into as a truck driver, because there's plentiful jobs out there. Even if you gotta jump into one you don't like right away, to at least sustain yourself and keep yourself afloat until you can find the one you do like, there's always something to jump into. So I'm gonna give her some time and see if things keep progressing. Go from there. Gonna get me some coffee. Had a Keurig when I woke up this morning, but that's not enough. Right here is the little hill where I had that little rear end accident in my Jeep. Raining like crazy, front end hydroplaned on me. I'm impressed, the phone stayed on that bump. The front end hydroplaned on me, and I lost all of my front brakes. So far, this little mount's not doing too bad. Gotta give it some props. It might be sliding around a little bit, but it's not bad. Making our way to the freeway, making our way to I-75, heading up north to 30. We're going to take 30 to 71, 71 up to 76, 76 to 80, 80 across to PA to 476, 476 down to Allentown. So there you go. Proof that I run this route way too often. Now the real question here is, do I go to the Pilot or the Flying J? At least they're both the exact same thing. I have noticed that when you go to an exit that has both the Pilot and the Flying J, the Pilot is always way more crowded. So I usually choose to go to the Flying J just so I can get some coffee, get in and get out. fine, but it just vibrates a lot. Oh, here we go. They're a little busier than they usually are here. Or the fuel lanes are taking up than normal. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off this here windshield too. It's pretty filthy. Get that taken care of. And then we'll go in and fill up my coffee cup. Got some good stuff to eat for this week. Just stopped for some lunch. I'll tell you, this stuff right here, it's zucchini pasta. And I swear it feels anyways, like it feels like you're eating actual pasta. It's pretty good, but I'm gonna save that for dinner. What I'm gonna have is grilled cheeseburgers last night for dinner. And made some pasta salad. So I'm gonna have me a cheeseburger and some pasta salad for lunch. So should be pretty decent. And that light is horrible. Well, that was interesting. Just fueled up here in Austintown, Ohio. Wanted to top it off as I always do before I go into the great state of PA. So here I am getting ready to head back on the road, just on the Ohio side of the PA line. This way, this will give me enough fuel to get me into PA all the way to the other side, to Jersey, if I have to go into Jersey to pick up my next load. I got about 5.5 hours to Allentown, so it's gonna be a long haul for a non-stopper. I just stopped a little bit ago and put a gallon of coolant in my radiator. There's a small leak in this radiator that is going to be addressed when I'm off work for a month, coming up here in a couple weeks. I'm only putting about a gallon of coolant in a week, so it's not a horrible, pretty small leak. They've already pinpointed the leak, so they know it's the radiator itself that's leaking, so it's not like a simple hose. So they're going to get it fixed when we can get it back to the shop. That way it's a cheaper job. You know, if it's something that the shop can do, you know, something that, you know, I can kind of hold it off for a little while and the shop can do it, then it's a lot cheaper, obviously, than taking it somewhere. And the problem with Volvos is that there's very limited, it's a very small network that works on Volvos. You pretty much have to go to a Volvo dealer if you don't go to your own shop. You know, especially for something like a radiator swap, radiator change, because I don't know why. I don't know why a lot of places don't work on Volvos, but you know, TA, they'll hardly touch a Volvo unless it's just a simple hose replacement. That's kind of the plus, the bonus about Freightliners, is that you can pretty much take those anywhere. I've heard of TAs actually doing rebuilds on Freightliners, but you go to a TA And when I'm off work for that month, she's going to go through the entire truck pretty much with a fine-tooth comb. And she said she's going to pretty much mechanically, or give it an entire mechanical makeover, so to speak. So I should have a pretty darn good running truck when I come back. And in case anybody's wondering what it is I'm going off work for a month for, my son is being born later on this month. He is, he's going to be born, well, the due date is August 18th. And my boss, when we found out that my wife was pregnant, my boss offered. I didn't even ask. I was gonna ask for about a week off. You know, and I was expecting it to not even be paid. But I was gonna ask for a week off. And she came to me and said, "Hey, you know, this is the good side to where I work. And things are starting to improve, as I said earlier in the video. Things are getting better. But this is part of the good side to it. She came to me and said, "Hey, if you're willing to work your butt off in June and July," which, yeah, I have been, trust me. She said, "If you can work hard enough and do enough jobs, because you see we're on salary here, so we're kind of technically, we have like a quota that we're expected to fill every week to make that salary. And it's like 4 long runs, and that includes to and from. You know, so each run and back, that's 2 runs. But if we can do more than that, then that builds up, and we can accrue like vacation time and stuff like that, and we'll, you know, we can be off for like, you know, say like I took a vacation, you know, in March, I think it was, or May, I don't know, and you know, we were gone for about a week and a half, and the way that worked was I worked she paid me, you know, my full paycheck, you know, for the 2 weeks I was off, and I just had to work a little extra harder for the following 4 weeks or so, which basically earned my time off that I had, you know. So that was nice for the most part. So anyway, that's what I'm doing now, is I'm working my butt off to get more loads under my belt. That way I can have, I'm building up credit basically to have the next month off, and I'll have enough loads under my belt to financially make sense to have that month off. She's paying me, you know, I'm going to be making my it's not even a percentage of my pay. It's going to be my full pay of right around $1,500 a week. So I'll be making that, and I'll be off for a month. So what we're going to do, you know, my wife's going to, obviously the main objective is to help take care of my wife and the newborn and my daughter. A couple weeks into it, after my wife has gotten a little better and she's able to take care of our son, all, you know, on her own without any help, I'm going to take my daughter and have some father-daughter bonding time. Since I'm gone so much, it's hard to have that. So we're going to go take the camper, hook it up to the Ford, and run up to northeastern Ohio for 2-3 days. Enjoy some outdoors, go camping. And my dad just recently bought a new house up there, so we're going to go up there and see his new digs, check his new house out. Here we are, pulling into Allentown. I just gotta find the yard driver so he can sign my bills. let me go ahead and close up shop for the night. Got one curtain over here. All right, now for some reason though, my truck is lacking the driver's side windshield curtain. So I brought this home, or this from home, an actual curtain from our house. And then what I do with this is I just got some clips. Of course, make sure you lock your doors first. Ow, you little bastard. And there you have it. Now nobody can see in. I got a curtain all the way around. And I like using those curtains more. I like closing off the windshield more because you got more space. You know, you got a lot more space in here than if you just use the curtains that you know, kind of cut off the sleeper. I'll touch on something real quick. I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be off for a month for the birth of our son in August, later this month. I kind of want to touch on something. It's kind of weird, kind of eerie. My wife and I had been trying for about a year and a half, and you know, kind of personal info, I guess, for YouTube, but we've been trying for a year and a half, and I'm only saying this because it adds to the craziness of the story. So I hadn't had any dreams. You know, I don't really believe. I'm kind of an agnostic. I don't really sway one way or the other when it comes to religion. But anyway, that said, I had a dream one night, and then I had the exact same dream the second night, 2 nights in a row. And this dream was of a baby being handed to me by an unforeseen entity. I couldn't see. It was just a bright light. There was just a bright light and a baby being handed to me. And it happened 2 nights in a row. And both nights they were the exact same dream. And then on top of that aspect of it, the blanket that it was being handed to me in was blue. So I told my wife about it, not after the first night, but I told her about it after the second night. You know, I was actually at home. I was getting ready to go to work. I think I was working this job then. Yeah, I was getting ready to go out to work. I was getting ready to probably head here to Allentown, right? So, but I had been home that night, or maybe for a couple days. And anyways, she, you know, I told her what the dream was, and she thought it was interesting, you know. So, anyways, I came home again a few days later, and my wife surprised me and told me that she was pregnant. She took the test. She took the test that day, the day that I told her. Later on that day, after I'd already gone to work, she took the test that told her that she was pregnant. So that's really weird, right? In that year and a half of trying, I never once had a dream about anything like that. Nothing. And then I had that same dream 2 nights in a row, the 2 nights leading up to the day that she took the test. Alright, so I thought, you know, okay, well, that'd be really crazy if, you know, the fact that it was handed to me in a blue blanket, if it was a boy. So months go by, and then we find out the sex. And I'm sure you can tell where this is going. We had a gender reveal party at her friend's house, where they had balloons set up. You know, we had balloons set up with paint in the balloons, and all the balloons were filled with green paint except one balloon, and we were supposed to hit them with darts, and then, you know, eventually, you know, that way it built up the anticipation. If you didn't find the right balloon at first, then you just kept trying until you did, and, you know, the more and more you tried, the more, you know, like, oh my God, what's it going to be? And then the one balloon had either pink or blue. And, of course, you know, we hit the right balloon eventually, and it was blue. Found out we were having a boy after that dream. So that dream was just, it was weird. I don't even know what to think of it. It's too much to be coincidence in my mind. You know, it's just, it really is. Even though I don't even know what to say about it. But then the weird thing too, a year ago on my last birthday, my stepmom passed away. And I had told my wife that, the thing I was going to miss the most was introducing our newborn to my stepmom like we did with my daughter. And it was a great experience. My stepmom, you know, was a retired nurse, and she's just an amazing person. And so I knew I'd miss that part. So anyway, we you know, with tear-filled eyes, you know, I gave my wife a hug, and she said that, you know, she's sure that she already knows. And then the next day I was driving my truck, and I was just hit. I was struck with this intense emotion that, God, I don't even know how to explain it. But it was like I could feel my stepmom's presence. As crazy as that is, as absolutely crazy as that is, I could feel that exact presence. I'm getting goosebumps now as I'm thinking about it. And it almost felt as if she was reassuring me that she was the one in the dream that was handing me that baby. Like, yeah, she already knows. She knows so much already that she knew it was going to be a boy, and that my wife was pregnant before we even knew. So, yeah, that's the story. And it was just, it's just intense, man. I don't even know how else to put it. So that's the story about how we found out that my wife was pregnant. And yeah, but anyway, on that note, I'm going to sign off for the night and eat some dinner and go to bed. And I hope you guys, I hope this finds you well. I hope you guys are safe out there. Hope you guys are making some money. And I just want to let you guys know, appreciate what you guys have. It's very important. Appreciate your family. Appreciate everything. So on that note, guys, I'm going to get off here. And we'll see you later.